You know, the best thing about this new interest in minimalism that people have nowadays is that it gives every frugal person a great excuse as to why they refuse to buy furniture. It's literally an aesthetic, and I'm here for it. Now, let me keep it real. My husband and I are not self-proclaimed minimalists. We're just two frugal people trying to build generational wealth and understand the value of a dollar. I wish it was as cool as minimalism though. But as you can see from my background, there's just too much decor for that aesthetic. But there are quite a few things that we've actually done that constitutes as minimalism, even without realizing it. And doing these things helped us save $20,000 in less than a year in order to purchase our very first home. If you are a returning subscriber, hey boo! And if you're new here, have a seat, grab some tea, and subscribe to join the tea party. And make sure you stay until the end for all the tea on how to save money like a minimalist. One of the most important tips that I would give you is to downsize your living space. So if you pay rent right now and you know you can get a cheaper place, then do it. So if you're single and you live in a one-bedroom apartment, consider downsizing into a studio unit. And for obvious reasons, this will help you save a ton. Or if you don't want to do that, then you could possibly get a roommate. My husband and I stayed in our little apartment for years before buying a house. So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? The next tip, which I talk about in previous videos, is to use credit cards strategically. If you are someone who has really good control of your spending, you might find that certain types of credit cards or rewards cards is beneficial to you as far as cashback benefits. So you can also use credit cards to increase your credit score. But again, only take out a credit card if you have the discipline to not use it on frivolous stuff, okay? There's also a strategy to use credit cards to make sure that you are increasing your credit score, and that's by only spending 30% of your balance and leaving 70% unused each month. Okay, so that way it looks good on your credit score. So again, you're not using this credit card on frivolous stuff. Remember, this is about minimalism. The next minimalist savings tip is to surround yourself with budget conscious people. It makes it so much easier when you have people around who care about being budget conscious and being conscious consumers. It's really hard to stay on a financial journey when you have friends that are constantly pressuring you to go out and spend money, you know, and things like that, right? It's very hard to stay disciplined when you have those type of people in your life. So go get yourself some minimalist friends, and you can go and ride your bikes to the local non-brand name coffee shop and drink black coffee all morning long. It's very cheap, but it's minimalist. And nothing tastes better than not spending money. So the next tip is to forego that gym membership and exercise at home or outside. This is something that I've always done because I actually prefer to work out outside. I love the great outdoors. I love walking and hiking. So this is really not hard for me to do. So just consider working out at home because it's totally free and it's an obvious win for your bank account. The next tip is to use energy saving settings on your appliances. For example, some dishwashers actually have energy saving settings that don't actually dry the dishes, but air dry them instead. Not really minimalist to have a smart dishwasher, but hey, some people just, they need their dishes to be extremely clean, right? The next tip is something that my husband and I do when it comes to meat, and that is to buy in bulk. If your grocery store has a bulk section or just, you know, not traditionally bulk, but just maybe like spices, or even if it's not a bulk section that they have, but maybe they have just like larger portions of whatever items you're trying to buy, consider buying those larger items. It'll save you a lot of money. Or you can order bulk online like we do when we buy our free-range grass-fed meats. We buy in bulk every maybe 2 months, and it saves us a ton of money on our grocery bills. And also Costco has so many different items you can buy in bulk. Just stay away from the toilet paper section. Okay, this next tip I use religiously.
Never go out unless it's happy hour or there's a promotion.
Never pay full price for food or drinks if you're going out to eat. It's my rule of thumb, especially because going out to eat has become extremely expensive ever since the panorama started. Am I the only one who thinks that? If you've noticed that eating out has gotten very expensive nowadays, let me know in the comments, because I don't want to feel like I'm the only one who thinks that, but I just feel like it's just too expensive now. I don't know. And also, by the way, I've got another savings video about all the unconventional savings tips that sometimes I use. So if you want to check that out, definitely click here. A lot of fun stuff, you know, things that you may not even think about that you can do. Little tips and tricks and hacks, life hacks on how to save money. So definitely check that out. So if you want to switch to a minimalist lifestyle where you're saving money and you're not buying furniture, because hey, who needs furniture, right? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you got some value from this video, throw me a like. And if you're interested in more videos like this about personal finance, building generational wealth for your families, then subscribe. Help your girl out. Join the tea party. And until next time, friends,